Baseball had evolved into an organized sport in the 1840s and 1850s. Many early teams were established in New York City and Brooklyn. Alexander Cartwright of the Knickerbocker Baseball Club drew up rules that were widely adopted. By 1866, baseball was being referred to as the national pastime. The Brooklyn Atlantics dominated early baseball by winning championships in 1861, 1864, and 1865. The Atlantics usually crushed their competition, scoring 2 or 3 times more runs than their opponents. The game was an amateur sport. According to the rules of the National Association of Baseball Players, athletes could not accept wages to play ball, although gifts and jobs were sometimes offered as a means of compensation. Champions of America. Albumen photographic print by Charles H. Williamson, Brooklyn, New York, copyright 1865. Library. In the Book of American Pastimes, New York, the author, 1866, Charles A. Peverily wrote, "The game of baseball has now become beyond question the leading feature of the outdoor sports of the United States. It is a game which is peculiarly suited to the American temperament and disposition. The 9 innings are played in the brief space of 2½ hours, or less. From the moment the first striker takes his position, and poises his bat, it has an excitement and vim about it. In short, the pastime suits the people, and the people suit the pastime." Color lithograph of Sarony, Major and Knapp. Published by Goupil and Company. Copyright by Otto Botica, 1863. Library of Congress, Prints and Photographs Division. Reproduction numbers, LCUSZC 4-3036, color, LCUSZ 62-38, B&W. This print depicts Union soldiers playing a baseball game in a Confederate prisoner of war camp in North Carolina during the American Civil War. Of Congress, Prints and Photographs Division. Reproduction numbers, LCUSZC 4-4572, color LCUSZ 62-94553, B&W. This team portrait is an original photograph mounted on a card, a forerunner of the baseball cards that became popular in the 1880s. At the start of the 1865 season, the Atlantics presented opposing teams with framed photographs of the champion 9. The photographer, Scottish-born Charles H. Williamson (1826–1874), opened a daguerreotype studio in Brooklyn in 1851 and worked as a photographer until his death. This decorative label is an early example of a tobacco company using a generic baseball scene to help sell its product. Star Club, tobacco label. Wood engraving, copyright by Ruhe and Wakel, proprietors, 1867. Library of Congress, Prints and Photographs Division. Reproduction number, LCUSZC 4-3227, color. Members of the Washington, D.C. National League team appear in studio poses that were also used on individual baseball cigarette cards. Catcher Connie Mack, see detail below, later managed the Philadelphia Athletics for 50 years and was elected to the Hall of Fame. In some of the individual pictures you can see a string suspending the ball. The players that year were C. Carroll, E. Daly, P. Dealey, J. Donnelly, J. Farrell, F. Gilmore, P. Hines, C. Mack, A. Myers, B. O'Brien, H. O'Day, D. Shaw, G. Schock, J. Whitney. Washington Baseball Club. Uncut set of photographs for cigarette cards, copyright by Goodwin and Company, New York, 1887. Library of Congress, Prints and Photographs Division. Reproduction number, LCUSZ 62-1013, B&W. Selected details from above set of cigarette cards, G. Schock, C. Mack, P. Dealey, and C. Carroll. Baltimore and All-America baseball teams, California Tour 1897. Photographic print by Marceau, Photo, San Francisco, copyright 1897. Library of Congress, Prints and Photographs Division. Reproduction number, LCUSZ 62-97621, B&W. This souvenir group portrait shows the Baltimore Orioles and a team of players from other National League clubs who barnstormed in exhibition games. At least 3 of the men portrayed, Jesse Burkett, Jimmy Collins, and Huey Jennings, were later elected to the Hall of Fame. According to baseball historian Paul Dixon, this photograph is believed to be the first photo of a softball indoor baseball team.